Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be painting a cute little piece of pine wood into a Halloween design. It'll be up on my Etsy, so hopefully you guys like this video. Let's get started. Alright, we're starting out with a nice fresh coat of gesso. I was a genius and I left this gesso open for like way too long, and it's like half dried out. So I had a really fun time trying to like smooth it out and actually find gesso that wasn't like entirely dried, because I have these like massive chunks of primer in my gesso. So let's go. Woo. Alright, here we are. We're gonna paint the sides of it now. As you can see, I've got this epic shot of me with this weird light shining in through the light of my ceiling, because professionalism. Halfway through this voiceover, I started sticking my tongue out because I was focusing. I don't know why, man. It's how you focus. So, yeah, I'm just fighting the gesso again, trying really hard, and here we are. We finished it up. Time to get out my crusty dusty paintbrush and add a black base coat. For this, I'm just going to paint the entirety of the top black, and then I'm going to have to edit some details on the sides to fix the colors that are really bright on the sides of it. Okay, so here's where I begin actually painting the sides. I'm doing one color on each side, so I got this tropic orange. Next I have hay from Anita's acrylic, and I'm just going to do that on a different side of it. I didn't actually film the footage of each side getting painted, but I do show all the colors here. So as you can see, the sides are kind of looking like that, and then I have this purple color here, and this like custom green color right here. Here is all the sides fully painted. After this, I'm going to start drawing the design before I fill it in with paint. Alright, now I'm doing a little ghost here, and I'm doing the classic sheet ghost. I feel like that's pretty good. After that, I'm going to draw a cute little tree, because genuinely, I kind of had a plan, but I really just wanted a ghost, and after that, I'm like, okay, let me just throw in some stuff to make it look filled out. So I got some leaves, because, you know, fall. That's supposed to look like wind, and then I got some sparkles to make it shiny. Before we get to the next step, first I have to casually wave my hand across the screen to show you that I'm done. And I have to like punch it or something here. Whipping out my white chalk paint by Folk Art. I'm gonna start filling in the ghost, and at this point I'm really questioning my decision for Halloween themed music in the video, because I feel like it sounds really weird, but hopefully you guys like it, because I'm creative. Yeah. And hopefully you are enjoying me painting in this ghost. So, I waved a paintbrush in your guys' face, and then I turned this to the side, because that's awesome. And hopefully I get to the, oh, there's another paintbrush, look at that. And I'm filling in sparkles now, as you can see. They're not shiny yet, because I have to add that later. But they kind of make me think of Twilight Sparkle. Now I have my Miss You Love, like, metallic marker. I'm just going to be drawing in the little wind streaks. I don't know what they are, man. But yeah, I'm adding some little dots next to the sparkles, and that was kind of a random choice. I was like, this might look nice. Cool, let's do that. I'm waving another paintbrush in your face. I'm using a custom purple I mixed up into a bottle that used to contain bleach tablets, which I obviously washed, I can't speak, very well. This was really anxiety-inducing because I had to paint right next to the part that has a really, like, crappy orange paint. Like, I mean, it looks nice, but it takes, like, 20,000 layers to make it opaque, which is tedious, so that was terrifying. But the tree looks kind of cool, so that's pretty great. Here I'm getting out some purple paint and not telling you what it is. It's the violet colored paint, though, by Anita's acrylic. And I'm trying to blend in some darker purple, but it's, like, getting overpowered by the light purple. Here you can see my gesso tub. I was using that basically to hold up my phone because I forgot how I actually managed to make it so that the prop I use is not in the photo, so I don't know. But I'm adding some extra details to the tree here and that kind of stuff. I'm also filling in the leaves, you know, just adding in those fine touches and cleaning things up to make them look really nice. So apparently now I decided you get to know that it's Anita's acrylic and violet. At this point the paint is actually dried, and I'm hoping to add in some extra texture by I'm trying to make it look like bark, so I'm really not blending it out entirely or smoothing out the paint completely. If you look at it up close, you can see that little texture the paint gives it to kind of have those lines and stripes. Adding some shadows to the back side of the tree. I'm also going to clean up the ghost a little bit, add some white and some gray. As well as I'm going to start up his face here in the next few seconds. As you can see here, I'm just adding some little lines, little ovals after that, and a little oval, extremely complicated shapes, as you can see here. Then I'm adding some little, I wanted to add some lines here to make it look more like fabric. And I'm just blending out some details to make it look interesting. I thought I would try fanning out the paint a little bit on the ghost to make him kind of appear like he's sort of fading into the night, so I thought it looks kind of cool. For the tree, you can see I added in some black just to kind of give it some shadow and some detail. Same thing with the trees, adding in some... Did I say trees? I meant leaves, man. Sorry. Same thing with those leaves, adding in some nice gray to make it look cool. Then I have this cool enchanted shimmer, which I am using to coat these sparkles. You can't really see it here on camera, but when you look at it up close, it actually shines in the light. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Here is the finished product. This will be available on my Etsy for $10 with free shipping. So if you're interested, I would love it if you guys check that out. There'll be a link in the description. And please like and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Thank you. Bye.